Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
Single best idea, which was that we worked all weekend and particularly coming out of Monday evening on a changeable news flow. It was just extraordinary. Massive shout out to Amanda Lynham and Kathy Jones at BlackRock and Schwab for getting us started this morning on a bond market which is globally priced down, yield up. This will be a huge focus into September. And of course, all of this wrapped around titanic economic data this week into the jobs report, and then revision announcements into, I believe it's September 9th as well. We have a real commitment to a study of the labor market when we can get market-breaking news out of the way. We couldn't do that today, led by Merger Frenzy. It was Merger Tuesday instead of Merger Monday. And again, thanks to all of our team for just really adapting, spur of the moment, to a changeable news landscape. With that was a discussion over tariffs. We went academic and then political. Here, from the Budget Lab at Yale, Ernie Tedeschi.
On the one hand, the textbook will tell you that this is a one-time price adjustment. On the other hand, given the chaotic rollout of the tariffs and the gradual rollout of the tariffs, even if it is a one-time price adjustment, because it's so, incremental, it feels like true inflation to people because they get a little bit one month, they get a little bit more the next month. And so it doesn't feel like one time, it feels like it's this ongoing thing. Plus, there is the Fed concern that this is going to spill over into supply chains and actually be more persistently inflationary. We haven't seen evidence of that yet, but, like I said, it's not the beginning anymore, but it's not the late game still. So we're still looking for more evidence.
Ernie Tedeschi at the Budget Lab at Yale. Whatever your politics, I just can't say enough about how they publish. They'll publish once every 10 days on a given topic. But the Budget Lab at Yale, whatever your politics, has a clarity of information about what is going on. I'm sure there'll be a flurry of stuff this week of September. Start to the new season, if you will, from the Budget Lab at Yale and Ernie Tedeschi. On the political moments for tariffs in Washington, Henrietta Treyz, Veda Partners.
In my world, which is very much tariff world, it shows you the negative consequences of tariffs. You penalize our global allies, NATO allies. You push India, who we've tried to foster a relationship with for 30 years and have made incredible strides considering they're neighboring China, is really, really telling. And the part that's really striking is how personal the president makes his relationships with all of these men, whether it's President Xi, President Putin, or Modi. The president has gone out of his way to explain that he can fix the Ukraine-Russia war on day one, Gaza on day one. He has an incredible relationship with President Xi, an incredible relationship with Modi, and yet we see precisely the opposite. This relationship actually not being valid and driving those men together because of the tariffs. It's a obvious consequence, but nonetheless unintended from the administration.
Henrietta Treyz, who's just helped us so much. Special thanks also to Terry Haynes of Pangea for his perspective on an exceptional Tuesday to begin the September season. Again, we're really going to focus over the next number of days on the American labor economy. Huge economic data for Wednesday, Thursday, into the jobs report Friday. All sorts of revision analysis up into the second week of September. And with all that, the discussion among experts about a potential government shutdown the end of September into October 1. On your podcasts, on Apple, on Spotify, on YouTube podcasts, it's Single Best Idea.